Hey everyone, my name is Becca and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you've been with us before, welcome back. We focus on all things middle grade literature here on this YouTube channel, specifically the first chapters of your favorite middle grade novels, including this one here today, which is a new release by Christina Wyman, and it is called Jawbreaker. As you can see from the illustration on the front cover, looks like our main character here has a little bit of a contraption here that is on her mouth that kind of looks like braces, but you can tell it's a little bit more obtrusive than your average set of braces. So let's start off by reading the front and side cover, see if we can get some more information and get an idea of what this book is going to be about. Max Plink's life is complicated. Her parents aren't getting along. The school bullies are relentless, and her own sister is the cruelest of them. Worst of all, her mouth is a mess. With a mismatched puzzle of a jaw, Max has Class 2 malocclusion, otherwise known as a severe overbite. She already has braces, which means she lives on Advil and soft foods after each orthodontist appointment. But now Max has to wear painful and totally awkward orthodontic headgear, nicknamed the Jawbreaker. Could things get any worse? Yes, the journalism competition Max wants to enter has a video component. But being on camera means showing her face, not just to her junior high classmates, but possibly the whole city. Going viral is the last thing Max needs, but winning this competition is what she wants most. Turns out following her dreams is complicated too. Inspired by Christine Wyman's own experience with Class 2 malocclusion, this is a humorous, heartfelt, and refreshingly relatable story that will break you apart only to put you back together again. All right, a severe overbite. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get started with the first chapter. Okay, the first chapter is titled Runaway Teeth. I don't get why I have to go with you to Max's Bucky Beaver appointment. My little sister sulks from the back seat of the car. I'm up front with Mom, who just picked us up from school because I have an orthodontist appointment. Alexis always whines when she has to come along, even though it means she gets out of school early. Why don't you shut up, carcass breath? I bite back. Alexis is 1 year younger than me, and she acts like a total baby when she doesn't get her way. What did I tell the both of you about name-calling? Mom snaps. We're at a red light around the corner from the doctor's office, and it's exactly like Mom to ignore the fact that Alexis started the whole thing. You're right, Mommy, Alexis says, batting her eyes at Mom in the rearview mirror. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Mom's face softens, and it reminds me of how Alexis always gets off the hook, no matter how badly she treats me. It wasn't always this way with my sister. Not that long ago, we could be in the car together without fighting. We'd sing along to whatever song was on the radio and even make each other laugh. During longer car rides, we'd invent games to make the time go by, and it was fun. We were never best friends, but we weren't enemies either. I stare out the window and clench my fists. It's bad enough that I have these appointments to begin with. About once a month, I have to see Dr. Watson to get my braces tightened, which is about as much fun as it sounds. This means that my teeth and gums are going to feel like they're on fire for almost one whole week. And then just when the pain starts easing up, I'll have to go and do it all over again. And Mom usually makes Alexis come with us, which used to not be so bad. If the wait to see the doctor was long, we'd joke around or do our homework together while Mom looked at her phone. But lately, Alexis has been acting like coming to my doctor's appointments is the worst thing ever. I roll down the window just a bit to get some air. It's the last day of January, and the icy wind seeps into the car as Alexis kicks the back of my seat. What's your problem? I bark. Your train wreck of a face, that's what. It's cold. Shut the window. Enough, Mom snaps again. If I have to pull over, you'll both be sorry. Even though a lot of kids at school wear braces, I still feel like a freak. I have something called maxillofacial deformity. It sounds scarier than it is, and it looks scarier than it sounds. Basically, my parents call it a severe overbite. My orthodontist calls it an extreme overjet, and the kids at school call me Bucky Beaver, among other awesome and totally creative insults. My jaw fits together like a mismatched puzzle pieces, and my top teeth are spaced and overlap my bottom lip. When I was 8 or 9, my teeth pretty much started to do whatever they wanted, and now they look like they're running a race against my face. The doctors say that braces should fix my deformity, but I've been wearing them for a whole year, and I still feel like my face is a hot mess. Ever since the doctor glued these stupid brackets to my teeth, I live on Advil and soft foods, and I can't do anything fun like bite into pizza. Instead, I eat it with a fork. Blah. Or apples, because it hurts too much and food gets stuck, and I could do real damage to the apparatus if I eat the wrong thing. I'm also not allowed to chew gum or eat hard candy, and I have to brush my teeth way more than normal to keep everything clean. Oh, and thanks to the way my teeth jut out, my lips wouldn't close before I had braces. Now that there are chunks of metal glued to them, my mouth hangs open even more, and I'm on constant drool patrol. Whoever invented braces must have seriously hated kids. Sometimes I wonder if my orthodontist hates kids too. She acts like plastering a bunch of metal to my teeth is no big deal. Ew, Mom, she's drooling again, Alexis shouts from behind me. I glance in the side view mirror. I didn't realize she'd been giving me the evil eye from the back seat. You slobber like a St. Bernard. Her face twists with disgust. I wipe the drool away with my sleeve and glare back at her. The two of you better knock it off if you don't want to spend this weekend in your bedroom, Mom warns. This whole thing with Alexis being such a jerk really only just started when she joined me at junior high school last fall, which was right around the time that I got my braces. Alexis is in the 6th grade and I'm in the 7th, and my parents say that she'll need braces too in another year or two. So I really don't get why she makes fun of mine. Again, Alexis kicks the back of my seat like a baby. Ugly loser. She growls under her breath. I know Mom hurt her because I hurt her, but Mom doesn't do anything about it. And 15 minutes later, I'm sitting in the chair of doom. That was the first chapter of Jawbreaker. That was my first time reading this chapter right out loud along with you. My goodness, her sister is very, very unkind. I really hope that as I continue reading this novel, her sister decides to change around her attitude. Because my goodness, those were some really, really mean things to say to anyone, let alone your sister. And I'm really rooting for Max here. It sounds like she's going through a lot, and I'm really curious to see how her character develops more as the novel goes on. All right, friends, if you enjoyed this first chapter Friday Read Aloud, please consider liking and subscribing. And that way you can be notified every time we have a new First Chapter Friday to share. In the meantime, until I see you again, happy reading.